Hello everyone. This is the exciting video I promised you that would help discuss this week's upcoming assignment, the comparison or contrast essay, which is due this Sunday night, November the 8th before midnight. And you notice I'm really good with this video stuff. I have a beautiful white wall behind me, and I guess I should have like a green screen with scenes from Venice or something flashing by, but sorry about that. Now, if you go to Essay Prompts and Handouts in Blackboard along the left-hand side, and click on it, and then click on Comparison or Contrast Guidelines, you'll see the basic requirements for the essay. Now, I've already approved your outlines in class. We did discuss the guidelines, but we really didn't have a lot of time to talk about the actual writing. That's going to be totally up to you. And if you have questions, you can go to the guidelines and a sample paper that I posted for you in Blackboard. Please take a look at those. The guidelines, of course, in the introduction ask you to, first of all, provide a sentence or two that serves as a hook to focus the reader on the general topic. And then if you look at the sample that I provided you from the student's name is Jennifer Smith. Of course, I changed her name. But if you look at the introduction, her first few sentences, ask any parent, raising a child is no easy task. Traditionally, the responsibility of raising the child or children is left up to the mother while the father steps in occasionally. Now, of course, that's a very opinionated statement, but that's what you're allowed to do in this essay. But the student got our attention that she's talking about parenting. And now that she has the hook, she gave some more information. Her next sentence was, nowadays, there are two different views on how mothers raise their children. One is the dolphin mom, and the other is a tiger mom. Now I know the two things she's going to contrast, dolphin moms and tiger moms. And as you read on through the introduction, you know what direction she's going. Now the second thing I asked you to do, after you have a hook and you provided some background information, the last sentence, or close to the last sentence of the introduction, should clearly state what your thesis is. And of course, you're going to be contrasting or comparing two things. And her last sentence in the introduction, although both parenting styles are complete opposites, they do have their pros and cons. A dolphin may judge a tiger authoritarian technique, and a tiger may balk at a dolphin's lax style of parenting. But at the end of the day, the goal of each parent is to do what they think is best to raise their child. So now I know she's going to contrast first dolphin and then a tiger mom. Then in the body of the essay, you're going to use either the vertical or the horizontal method of organization. We talked extensively about that in class, but if you're still confused at what those two types of organization are, please look at the guidelines and it will clearly explain how that works. And most of you chose between either horizontal or vertical in your outlines that I already graded. Now finally, in your conclusion, it should acknowledge the opposite of your thesis. So if you're contrasting two things throughout your essay, acknowledge some similarities. And if you're comparing two things, acknowledge some differences. So in this student sample, she was contrasting a dolphin mom, which is a very caring mom who thinks everything her child does is wonderful. She was contrasting it with a tiger mom who's very hard and demanding of her child. But in the conclusion, of course, it acknowledged some similarities. The two care very much about their children, and both types of moms often have wonderful results with child rearing. Now, after you've done that, you're going to provide a sentence or more summarizing the thesis of the essay. Now, your essay should be between 800 to 1,000 words, and that's about 3.5 pages, typed double-spaced. Make sure it's in MLA format, just as your narratives were. If you have any further questions, please don't hesitate to send me an email. I'll be happy to do a Skype or a FaceTime conference with you. Good luck.